Billy Napier took the podium in Gainesville to address the media going into the LSU game, but also, obviously, there was quite a bit of conversation around the USF loss. I want to start with this. I value so much that Billy Napier doesn't let anybody see him sweat. As much as people are talking about him on the hot seat, he's not the right guy, so he should surrender play calling. Dude just stays even keel, pretty ho-hum the entire time. We got to be better, and I appreciate that about him. But at that exact same time, said a couple of things that I think us as college football sickos can pick a couple of different things from. First clip I want to draw from here is his opening statement at the press conference, talking about how they got to move forward and maybe channel the emotions of the USF loss. Take a listen.
You guys know, much like I do and our team knows, that you got to turn the page, and that is physical, that's mental, and that is emotional. And I think it's really important. You know, what are we going to do with the lessons that we learned, and what are we going to do with the emotions that we feel? And I think it's really important that our team channels that in the right direction. So when you get put in these situations, you have to do the next right thing, and you got to always make your decisions in the best interest of the team. And I think our football team and staff is prepared to do that. Still have a lot of confidence in this group. It's important to know. I do think that this group, when they do it right, it is fun to watch. And we need to do that more consistently going forward to put our team in position to win.
Billy Napier translation. We're all pissed off. Now what? We're all upset. You think anybody's okay with losing to USF? Dude, no. It's ridiculous. Should never happen. I'm not okay with it. Our players are certainly not okay with it. But what now? Can't go backwards. Wish we could. If we could go back, I'd make sure we got a few less penalties and finish some drives with 7, not 3. But here we are. We're all angry about it. What are we going to do now? Going to take that moment and learn from it and be better for it? Or are we going to be, oh, woe is us, get upset, mail it in? I think that they will actually, like I just said, maybe lean more towards the using that emotion towards the right results going forward here for Florida. I also think it's important to note, he talks about when this team has it together, when they do it the right way, it's special to watch. Billy Napier's not talking to the media and saying, I don't know if we got the right players, y'all. Maybe we had a couple of evals in the preseason. It just isn't clocking to us here the way we were hoping it would. No, when we have the right mindset, when we have our P's and Q's totally aligned here and we're on those, we got some bad dudes in that locker room. We got some dudes that can play football at a high level. Now, we got to stop beating ourselves, but we're all upset. What do we do now with us being upset? Got to channel it the right way and take that frustration and put it towards preparation and put it towards us getting ready to take on the Squid Games of a schedule we have in front of us, quite frankly. Had another quote from his press conference. He was asked about DJ Lagway. Notice how quickly Billy Napier jumps in to answer this question. It's before the reporter even finishes asking their question. Go ahead and take a listen.
What you said in practice, DJ had looked very good week 1, was on a mission last week. It hasn't seemed to translate completely to the games yet.
I think it translated. I thought he made a lot of steps forward in the game Saturday. I think he's still getting comfortable. You guys can see that much like he can, and we can. But he did a lot of good things in the game. I think he's still getting in the rhythm. This was third week of practice. You can see that, getting comfortable with some of these skilled players. And then, I think he's really close, to having a huge day.
I like that, man. Get you somebody that defends you the way Billy Napier defends DJ Lagway. Reporter still asking the question. He goes, no. It's translating. Like, hey, give him some time. The big takeaway for me there is he's talking about him getting comfortable. Hey, he's still getting back to it. He's still getting in rhythm. Caden Smith, producer for the Hard Count, nailed this during our preseason podcast-only product that we have on this platform, Spotify, Apple, get locked in, called The Huddle. But the time that DJ Lagway missed during spring ball, me personally didn't make me that nervous. But when you miss some time during fall camp, Billy Napier's pointing to that and saying, hey, he's still getting there. We're still getting him defrosted. He's still totally getting, synced up with these guys chemistry-wise. There's another quote throughout the press conference where someone essentially asked the same question, and Billy Napier's like, yeah, like he's still figuring out how to work best with these receivers. Now, was that the reason why they lost the game? I think you probably point more to the 100 yards of penalties that hurt Florida. But still, if you got DJ Lagway playing at a higher level and taking 7 instead of 3, yeah, it probably helps. But I think it was interesting to note that he points to, hey, he's still kind of getting back into things here. But he also makes sure to say, we know we got a guy in that dude. Read him between the lines. He's not questioning DJ Lagway as a player or as a quarterback. He's like, no, I know we got a guy here. He's just kind of got to get all the way back right, and acknowledging the fact that, yes, he's not necessarily where he needs to be just yet when it comes to being in sync with this offense, with his receivers, and in the flow of a game. But when he's right, when he's ready to roll, he's a dude. Last clip here. Gets a question at the end of the press conference about what he's going to take away from this USF loss. And I'm sure at this point Billy Napier's like, dog, we lost the game. What do you want me to say? Essentially says the same thing that I just mentioned there. Go ahead and take a listen to his answer as far as what he's taking from the USF loss for this football team.
Winning football is winning football. And I think that credit to South Florida, they did a little bit better than we did Saturday. And I don't want to take anything away from them because I think their kids played extremely hard. Their staff did a good job. And I respect the way they play football. So we got to focus on the Gators. It's time to move on to the next one.
Translation, it's not that deep, family. It's not. After you lose to a USF, everyone's wondering what the secret sauce is that USF had that beat you. Hey, what did they do that had your number to where your team with all your highly recruited players lost to that team? It's like, dude, winning football is winning football. To quote Billy Napier there directly. We did not do things that winning football teams do, all right, which is take touchdowns instead of field goals. He mentioned that multiple times throughout the press conference. Lose the penalty battle there. I mean, over 100 yards in penalties, 2 massive ones on that final drive for USF to set up the game-winning field goal. Attention to detail, procedural. Like, we did things that bad football teams do. We did not do things that winning football teams do. I'd love to give you some secret sauce. I'd love to give you the key as to why USF had our number. It's not that deep. We played poorly. We didn't take care of our own business. They capitalized. Credit to them. But, we got to figure it out here. It's not that deep. We did not play winning football. We got LSU next. Let's roll. So get at us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, at JD Pickell, as well as subscribe to the channel. Let us know what coaches you want translated, what coaches you want interpreted. Billy Napier felt like a very appropriate one to break down for this week's episode of our Thursday edition of The Hard Count.